Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to use WebView to create a very simple web browser for Android phone. Here is my browser. It is load up Google homepage automatically, and from here I can browse the web. So I want to search for some picture from the Occupy Wall Street. You click on the image tab, and it will return me the photos. I can click on it to see. I can go back. I can keep clicking. I can go back. Okay, let's dive in. So open Eclipse, create a new Android project, name it Hello WebView. Choose the target to be 2.2. Let's retype the application name. The package name will be my name and the project name. Click finished. Let's go to fix the layout. So resource folder, layout folder, the main layout. We will make this to be our web view, and instead of the orientation properties, we will change that to be ID so that we can use later in our project. So let's call it web view. So what it means is we will use the whole area of the display to be our web view. After finish that, we can go to the activity. In here, let's first create our private web view. Let's call it my web view, and we need to import that from the Android WebKit. In order to use that, we will assign that to the web view that we create in the layout. We do this by calling the method find view my ID, and so we have resource.id.webView. And next thing we need to do is to turn on the JavaScript for our web browser. So set JavaScript enable to be true, and then we will load our home page from there, which is the Google website. So let's do http://www.google.com. After finish this, we need to ask for the user permission to use the internet connection, because that is one of the special permission we need to ask from the user. Open the Android manifest XML and go to the XML coding, and in the end of the file, before the closing tab for the XML, let's put in our permission. So we ask for the internet connection. So let's search in here for that internet right here. And what we can do is we close that. So this will allow it to use the internet with the user consent. Also in here, I want to change the themes for our activity. So we only have one activity for now, and that is our main activity. And I want to make the theme, to change the theme, to get rid of the title, so we have more space for our website. So Android style theme, no title bar. And we can try to run the test from here. Let's hit run. It will install and open the application first. So here we go. Google is load up. You can try to find the same thing. Find some picture of Occupy Wall Street. Scroll down and click on the image tab. What happened here is that call got handled by the Android browser. So you see that we're not in our application anymore. We are now in the Android browser, and it's handled the URL request for us. But that's not what we want. We want to handle it in our activity, in our application itself. So in order to do that, we need to create a class that extends the web content view, or actually is the class web view client, and have that to call our web view to handle the load URL or the URL request. So let's create a class. So private class, name it hello web view client. Now that will extend the web view client. We need to import this from the WebKit, and inside this class we only need to override one method. Override public boolean should override URL loaded, and this method will check into two parameters, the web view and the URL string URL. And we're just gonna load the URL, which is we're gonna handle it by ourselves, and we return true. And in here we will set the web view client to be this class. So let's create a new instance of it. So hello web view client. Now this would assure that we will handle the URL request in our web view, but we need to also handle the back button if the user click it. So we need to override the method on key down, public boolean on key down in key code and key event. Now we need to import this from the Android view. Let's implement this one. So we need to check if the key code is equal to the back key. So, and the back key value will be key code back. There we go. So if the user hit the back key, and we will check our web view to see if we can go back. If they're both true, then we will go back, and we will return true. if the condition is not true, then we're not going to handle that, but instead we will call the super method to handle this on key down for us. And that is everything. Let's try to run it. We're installing and opening start activity. Okay. Let's search for the same thing. So we have some consistency on it. Let's scroll down, hit enter, and scroll down. Scroll down, or actually scroll up. Okay. Click on image, and here will be some photos for us. And you see that there's no more loading in the Android browser. It all happens within our activities, within our application. So I can click on the same photos again, and I can go back, and I can click on that photo again, and I can go back, and it works out nicely. So that's everything for today. The web view is really the main part that running the web browser for us. So thank you everyone for watching, and if you have any comments or suggestions, please leave it below. Thank you very much.